Buddy, it's social media producer Tom Barnes from the WGN Morning News. This is the Chicago scene, and in Chicago, there is nothing more Chicago that exudes its grace, its culture, and its bravado other than restaurants. And I have two people who are helping keep that restaurant scene going, and also helping with charities is Kaylee and Laura. Morning. Hi.
Morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. So why don't you tell me about the culinary guide that you guys created, which is this fancy thing right here. I just want to show it because the Zoom might bump my image off the screen. So I'm just going to show it there for another second. And it's got all these fun, each page is individual restaurant, and all these offers that you're going to talk to me about here in a second are all for separate restaurants, and they're dine-in and carry-out options. So you guys can pick who wants to talk about it first, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, I'll start. So Kaylee and I decided, when this pandemic hit, that we've been in the industry for over 18 years. What can we do to help these restaurants? We were both super impressed by, how the restaurant community in the middle of a pandemic were super concerned about helping their own employees. They were shutting down their restaurants and giving away their paper towels and toilet paper to their employees and serving meals, even though they weren't making any money. And, for us, it's after, I used to be the publisher of Dining Out magazine. And we had to pivot to do something that can help them and help the industry that they didn't have to pay for.
I feel like the word pivot is outside of maybe one or two other words for 2020, pivot might be the word of the year too, especially when it is with restaurants.
100%.
So, for us, watching them, struggle and, figuring out how we can drive consumers to them. And, consumers are also struggling. There are so many people that have lost their jobs, that don't have the income that they used to have. So we created this book that has over 75 buy one, get one offers on everything from, dishes to donuts, to cookies, to coffee. And, the hope is that, consumers will buy this we're selling it for $50. So, it's basically 2 meals and you've made up your money. And you can use it for carry out, which is kind of where things are going to be right now, or you can hopefully use it for dine-in. It's good through August of next year. So hopefully by the spring, people will be able to actually go out and eat out again.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I was gonna say, the weather's been kind of weird. I mean, in the spring, it was abnormally warm. In the fall, we had a couple of weeks where it was really cold, and then we had that huge burst of really warm weather.
Yeah.
Who's to say that can't continue? And Kaylee, how did you guys pick the restaurants? How did that work?
So it was really important to us to get a few different kind of types of restaurants. One, we wanted to get them for a variety of neighborhoods across the city. So we have some restaurants in the suburbs. We have a restaurant in Evanston. We have restaurants in Pilsen, all over the place. And we really wanted to focus on kind of small, family-owned, mom and pop type shop restaurants, and then also get a variety of women-owned or restaurants with women chefs, minority-owned or minority chefs, just really kind of show the breadth of the food that we serve here in Chicago. Maybe it'll help people find a new place that they have never been to before. Maybe it'll encourage them to go back to a restaurant that they, go to all the time. And I know Laura said you only have to use it 2 times, but if you do use it, the whole book, if you really want to go for it, you would save $2,000 with all of your meals. So please email us and let us know if somebody completes the book. Please let us know. We'll give you.
Yeah, you guys should ask them to post that journey to Instagram or even Facebook or whatever. The other thing, you guys call it a culinary guide, which I think is a great name for it, just because you guys were saying, if you want, you can make this a thing where, hey, we're gonna go in the order of your, the order that it goes. So you just pick a page and like, so
Mhm.
for instance, let's do, where did I go? I don't know. City Winery. You got
Yep.
one right there, right? So
And they have a
you do
patio,
that,
so you can go anytime. Go
right?
sit
And
on their patio.
yeah, you do that one day and then you go and do something else the next day. And it's kind of like this little adventure of maybe restaurants that you never even would have looked at, like, because you were saying that you might be up in Evanston and you never go to Evanston, because why do you need to go to Evanston if you live in the South Loop? Well, now you might have a reason, or vice versa, like, so it's just a good idea. Because I think what we do during the pandemic, early part of it, people got real sheltered, right? They just were only
Mhm.
ordering from their neighborhood places and not going anywhere. And I get that whatever it is that the government says about where we can go and whatnot, I get all that. But if you can drive another 5 miles out of your way to pick a restaurant, I mean, this is worth it, right?
Yeah, one of my friends has actually been in a supper club for years now. And as soon as she got the book, she started using it to find new places. They've carried on doing it throughout the pandemic, meeting in parks or doing, carry out orders and things like that. And she actually was, she's my best friend, so she bought it right away. But she, immediately when she got to pick their restaurant, um, she picked a place not in her neighborhood and used it as a way for kind of her and her friends to explore a new restaurant. So we definitely encourage people to do that. Everybody has their favorite spot that they go to all the time. We are all thinking of a restaurant right now that
That's why
is
we
your
live here.
favorite. Yeah, it's your favorite place to go to. But there's so many places and there's so many cool neighborhoods, and it's just a great excuse, I guess, to get out and to explore safely, wear masks, social distance, all the things, but get out there and enjoy different parts of our city.
Yeah, and you got until August 2021, right? So I mean, it's enough time. Laura, where can people buy this thing?
So, we actually are selling it at a couple of shops in Chicago. You can buy it at Goddess and the Grocer in Bucktown.
Hmm.
You can also buy it at
Which
Bottle.
they're fantastic. I've done this segment with them at the beginning of the pandemic, and they are the rainbow cake. Sorry, go ahead.
Treats. Oh,
Yeah, we're sweet treat lovers here, so
Yeah.
definitely definitely aware of them.
so yeah, you can buy it there. You can buy it at Bottles Up, which is a female-owned wine shop in Lakeview. And then you can also buy it on our website, which is Dine-It-4ward.com. And we are, the other kind of side of this is that we're really trying to showcase different charities and community organizations.
Hmm.
So on each of the restaurant pages, it will also show the different charities that that particular restaurant supports. Um, and we're teaming up with these charities to raise money for them during what has also been a very challenging fundraising year. So in November, we're partnering with Meals on Wheels, and American Cancer Society, and Pilot Light. And we've got different codes that you can use. And Meals on Wheels is MOW20, and 20 will give 20% back to Meals on Wheels. And in October, we did something for the Lynn Sage Foundation for breast cancer awareness. We've done something for Green City Market and Lurie Children's Hospital. So if anybody who buys one of our books has an organization that they work with, they want to give back to, like, we just encourage people to reach out. And it's been definitely an eye-opening and learning experience for us to just become aware of all these amazing organizations that are in Chicago that are doing good things and really helping our community in the different neighborhoods.
Hence the name Dine-It-4ward, right? I mean, that's kind of
Yes.
the whole premise of the whole entire thing. Is there any social media aspect that for this that you want people to know about?
Yes, follow us on Dine-It-4ward Chicago on Instagram. All of our platforms are on our website, so we're on Facebook and Twitter as well. But we're doing giveaways with the restaurants all the time on our Instagram. We're highlighting different charities. I'm in charge of the social media, so thank you for asking about that. Gotta push.
Me too.
Yeah, gotta push the Instagram account. So yeah, Dine-It-4ward Chicago on Instagram. It's really worth a follow. You should definitely check it out. We really are. We're doing giveaways all the time. As a way to promote the restaurants and give people, more information about all the different offerings that are happening across the city, different events, like Laura said, different charities. We're highlighting those every month as well. So Plus lots of pretty food pictures. Who doesn't love, you know, like a nice cheese pull photo or a fun pasta twirl? Those are
Yeah,
the
for sure.
things that make us smile.
Well, hopefully, ladies, I will see you at a carryout line near you, or maybe even, you never know, maybe inside dining when it is all over. So hopefully that will be before August 2021, right?
Thank you so
All-
much.
Yeah, thank you. And I will see you guys later. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.